Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Togo Motorsport this fine Sunday evening for a one-off event. We're running a Ford v Ferrari here on iconic Silverstone track, so we're recreating the 60s era of Ford v Ferrari once again. We'll love to see who comes out on top of this one, although we do seem to have quite a few more Ferraris than Mustangs at the moment. Wondering to see if that'll change from any latecomers to the party, as we're just a couple of minutes into qualifying as we go live. Everyone in the chat, let me know if my audio is okay. Just so I know I've had a couple of issues with that in the past, and all the video and all's all right. As we're in the middle of this sort of people starting their first flying laps of the qualifying session. 30-minute qualifying here at Silverstone with, I believe, a 90-minute race. There is one mandatory pit stop, I think, for both tires and fuel. I'm just going to pull the event up so that I get my facts right, because that's always important. Yeah, let me just grab this event. Yeah, it looks to be one pit stop, or one mandatory pit stop for tires and fuel. And I believe it's running the LFM BOP as per standard. Well, couple of things to note as well. We have live stewarding for the first lap only, and then after that is all report-based post-race stewarding. So if things happen throughout the race after lap 1, you feel free to report it in the Discord. and the stewards will look at it post-race. One cool thing we are doing is we are doing a giveaway tonight. Our very own Hayden has procured a couple of copies of Le Mans Ultimate, and we will be giving those away tonight. So if you're in the YouTube or the Twitch, make sure that you do !mark giveaway. That will get you entered, and post race, Hayden will be joining me in the box to sort out that giveaway, and I believe one of the drivers as well will be eligible for one of the copies too. So make sure everyone enter. And we will obviously deal with that post race. I'll remind everyone a couple of times throughout the evening so that anyone who joins late on will have the chance to enter as well. Just want to give everyone a chance of getting there. So yeah, I think that's all the fluffy stuff needed to be dealt with, as the first flying lap has just been entered by our very own Mac, who is one of our head of comms here at Toga Motorsport, quickly beaten by Gallimini in the 777 Ferrari, and then immediately beaten again by Peter Romeo in the 74 Ferrari. The time's going to come down quick, which is a barnstorming first lap of a 58.64, which is very, very impressive. Love to see how the Mustangs are going to stack up against these Ferrari times coming in, which is going to be very interesting to see. Adrian, come on, let's go, Mr. Jalvo. Yeah, let's go. If you're in the chat, let's hear who you're rooting for. It's going to be a good evening of some good racing. As I say, the race is 90 minutes long with one mandatory stop, so going to be very interesting to see what the drivers get up to here. The standard will probably be 2 45-minute stints, pitting in the middle, but as we all know, different strategies may work, so going long and go for a shorter stint at the end may be more beneficial if you can make it work. And you will also note I'm the only one in the comms box tonight. Running solo for the first time for Toga. I believe Zeta may be joining in at some point if they're available. So if they're available, they may pop in, say hello to the lovely chat. So yeah, basically I hope everyone's got their feet up, ready for a nice race. I do believe the Formula 1 is also just about kicked off as well. I will try and not watch that on the TV behind me throughout this. So yeah, let's have a little look at what everyone is up to. So Malmström, sorry, I'm going to butcher names as well, so please, I apologise in advance, is coming down towards Stowe now. Halfway through the lap is about 6 tenths up, so we'll be definitely keep an eye on that, as Gallimini is going to go 7 tenths faster than his previous lap, which is going to put him in P2, and although that's still nearly 6 tenths behind Peter Romeo, as Ferraris are currently all sort of basically headlining the top 5 at the moment. The fastest Mustang at the moment is Samuel Brackstad, who's still in the pits, or he's coming back out of the pits. He's 1.5 seconds down. As Sciotto in the 971 Ferrari is 3 tenths up, coming out of Chapel. Eager to see how he does. As Malmström is coming through the loop section now, he's almost a second up on his lap. This will net him position if he can keep this lap going. The times are a little bit skewy at the moment, but that is fine. It is 30 minutes. There's going to be plenty of time for this for the times to be going down, basically. So as we're coming in through Brooklands, he's about 1.3 seconds up now and gaining more time through Luffield here. Arguably one of the most important corners on the track, because it is the second last one. Comes out of that pretty well, loses a couple of tenths, but still 1.1 seconds up at the moment. Coming up through Woodcott, I think it is. That's him in a P7. That's a good lap. I can see that there'll be a lot of improvement from that, I would imagine. As Craig Taylor, getting a big tank slapper in the Mustang there, is about 7 tenths up. And he's just went invalid. That's the curse of the commentator right there. I would like to apologise. Let's have a look at some different drivers around the track. As Sciotto, I'm going to butcher that and I'm sorry, he's invalid actually, so that lap will not count. Ballant is 8 tenths up on his lap, coming through Luffield. That's a great lap. That's going to put him, I think, P8. He's actually losing a little bit of time there through Luffield, maybe not getting the right line. but I believe, yep, that's him up into the top 10. That's a great lap. Let's see, who else is improving? Not many. There's a lot of people seem to be on out laps at the moment, heading out for maybe their first run. As we're gonna follow Scudo, who's the only one really improving a lot. He's coming out of Chapel with about nearly 3 tenths up in that 971 Ferrari. If the liveries are not loading for some people, I've noticed a few of them aren't. That is because we use Awesome Sim Racing, I think it's called, and I believe it's having a bit of a mare the last few days. So any liveries that aren't synced, I do apologise. I did try and do it a few times before this started, so any ones that aren't there, I sincerely apologise for that. As coming up through towards Hamilton Straight, Scudo is still about 6 tenths up on his lap, heading up towards Abbey now, doing a great job on that Ferrari, trying to get closer to the pole position time of a 58.6. Granted, this lap won't be able to do that unless he significantly improves in this third sector, but he's going to try by the looks of it. A little bit deep there through the start of the loop, but he's still 8 tenths up now. Excellent stuff. Really controlling that Ferrari nicely. Barreling down I can't remember what this straight's called. I'm just going to call it the back straight. In towards Brooklands. Very difficult section of corners, these two. You have to carry the speed all the way through, and Luffield is, again, the exit is so important here. And he's going to be coming out of that. Yeah, but 8 tenths up. That's going to put him right up with pole position time, about a couple of tenths behind him. But he's going to get into the 50. It's a 58.9 dead. That's a great lap from him. As George Stevens, who I think that's the 488 Ferrari. That's an interesting choice. Is a second up on his lap currently, going into Brooklands. I wouldn't have thought the 488 would be anyway competitive, but Stevens seems to be making it work. This is going to maybe put him. I'll put him at 11th, but he'll be getting a lot closer to the top 10 with this lap. So 1.2 seconds the improvement's going to be, which is what we love to see. Excellent lap. That's P11 with a 2 minutes 1.5. Let's have a little look at who else is doing what here. Bragstad in the Mustang. We've been looking at a lot of Ferraris. Let's look at a Mustang. Is about 6 tenths up, coming through Maggots, Beckett's, and then Chapel. He's just getting so much time through there, really wringing the neck of that Mustang. Almost a second up already. That is a brilliant section of track from him. We love to see it. Heading down towards Stowe Corner. Really, really got to throw the car in there. If he keeps this time up, he's going to be challenging the top 3, breaking in towards the chicane. So these would be the final corners if it was the F1 track, or the F1 layout, sorry, but unfortunately it's not. Heading down Hamilton Straight now, past the grandstand. He's almost a second and a half up. This is tickling pole position time here currently, heading through Abbey. Wow, he's 1.7 up now. He's really wringing this Mustang's neck. In through the loop now. Yet holding that time nicely, losing maybe a tiny bit, but nothing major. He's really making that Mustang look like it's really, really nimble, which is an impressive feat if you ask me. As he's coming down the back straight now, it still says he's on a valid lap, so if this lap is valid, he keeps this time, it's going to be pole position. As he's 2.3 seconds up almost. I'm hoping this is a valid lap, and Race Control is not lying to me because this is brilliant. As he's coming up towards Woodcock now. This is going to be the end of the lap. Is he going to be pole position? He is. He's pole position by 9 tenths of a second. That is an insane lap. That is going to be pretty hard to beat by any of these drivers, and all these drivers are quick drivers too. Another Mustang to look at. Fenyo, I hope I'm saying that right, is a second up currently, heading through the loop section into Sector 3, getting a little bit of a slide there. The rear end of the Mustang is very prone to just stepping out on you. 1 second up currently, heading down towards Brooklands. How's he doing? How's his entry? Looking pretty good. Holding at about 1.2 seconds. If he gets left field right, this is going to be a brilliant lap for him. The car looks pretty stable through there. 1.1 up. And he's going to be coming through with Cotton across the line. That's going to put him in P12. That's a great lap. Let me see. Who else have we got on the board? That's an invalid lap from Taylor there. Kai Chung. Sorry if I'm butchering that. My ability at pronouncing names is awful. Is half a tenth up currently. Coming in towards the loop section. Does have the Ferrari of Stevens for company. I believe Stevens is on a fast lap as well, and assuming that is the case, he's not obligated to get out of the way. Which may be a little bit infuriating for Cheng because he maybe has a bit more pace in the locker, just can't extract it with the Ferrari being so close. Adrian, P5, let's go. Who is P5 currently? That is Ron Lung. Oh, sorry, Jalvo. You're supporting Jalvo. Yes, he's down in P6. That position has been taken by Lung, but he will be, I'm sure, looking to make that up as we have a look. Cheng is going to be across the line, 3 tenths up. He's actually going to take 6th place off Jalvo here. He has done by about 5/100ths, so not a lot in it. I suspect Yavo will be going to put in some more fast laps. We have still 15 minutes to go, by the way, so there's plenty of time for these drivers to set faster laps again. Let's have a look. Who's doing what? There's quite a few drivers are in the pits currently. As we look at Barbato, is nearly a second up, about 8 tenths up on his lap. He is down in 18th, and this will not give him position, but it will get him much closer to the guys in front of him. If he holds this together, he's about 7.5 tenths now, taking a very wide approach to Brooklands. That's an interesting one here, but if it works, it works. Losing a little bit of time there, so may not have been in the optimal line. But he is going to come out of Luffield now. He's still half a second up. He's lost a little bit of time through that complex. But will cross the line with an improvement. Will stay P18 for now, but that shows there is time there for him. As we have a little look, Malmstrom again is on a flyer. He's curse of the commentators coming out there. I'm sorry, he's lost 2 tenths in that little section, heading down Hamilton straight towards Abbey. Let's see, he's losing a little bit of time. Hoping he can pick it up through the loop and the third sector. He's just bleeding time at the moment. I don't think I'm not sure how that's going to go. As we have a look at Taylor, who's half a second up just in the first corner alone, heading through Maggots, Beckett's, and the Chapel Complex, which is, in my opinion, one of the most fun sections of track on any racetrack. Oh, he gets a big tank slapper. That's going to lose him all the time he just gained. Coming onto that back straight. He's lost all that time. I apologize. I've cursed him. Sorry. That's not good. Peter Romeo, who is about a tenth and a... Oh, sorry, he's invalid. Ignore me. As Malmstrom is going to actually cross the line with a 4/10 improvement, takes the top 10. There you go. He's proven me wrong, and fair play to him. He's in the top 10 now. The lap times are starting to tumble. Although I'm noticing the Ferraris are quite dominant. Obviously, Braxton in the Mustang is in a league of his own at the moment. Nobody to really challenge him, but that may change. There's plenty of time for people to do so. As Chatter in the Mustang is about 1.2 seconds up, heading into Sector 3 now. See what if he can keep this up. And that'll get much closer to Barbato and P19. I don't think it's going to be a position change for him, just as the times near the bottom are quite far apart. But getting them lap times down will bring more confidence to, again, put in faster and faster laps over the next, 11 minutes. As I imagine, people will be looking to get 1 or 2 more fast laps in before the time is up. Just a reminder, guys, we are giving away a couple of LMU codes. I believe it's Steam. So for Le Mans Ultimate, so you might be able to pick up a free copy of that. Make sure you do !! giveaway in the chat to enter yourself. Post race, as soon as the race is over, our Togo Motorsport owner Hayden will be joining me to handle the draw. There you go. Races entered the giveaway immediately as soon as I said it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Good job. Get yourself entered in for that giveaway for a free copy of LMU. Who could say no to a free game? So if you get a free copy, hell, that's what can't be bad to that. That will be held at the end of the race, so stick around for that. See who picks that up. As we have a look at, I'm going to call you Mark because your second name I'm not going to be able to pronounce. Is about 3.5 tenths up. He's actually losing a little bit. Oh, he's getting it back at the second half of left field. He's gonna. Oh, never mind. He's actually his lap has been invalidated. I am blind. Just ignore me for that. Let me see who else is improving. There's not many people actually improving on a fast lap at the moment. As it looks like most people are actually... The only person who's improving is on an invalid lap at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll jump in with our amazing owner Hayden and watch him through his fast lap. Give him some encouragement. Totally not going to commentators curse him, I promise. He's breaking even with his best lap time so far. He'll be eager to try and break into the 159s, and if he does that, that will get him into the top 10 if he can do that. At the moment, still breaking even with his time, but that's never a bad thing. Getting a little bit squirrely with that Ferrari there. He's now about half a tenth up, coming into the middle of sector 2. He will love the fact that I'm commentating on top of him. Race, I love free things, what can I say? Yeah, well, who doesn't? Who doesn't love something that's free? I see you've also you've done it on Twitch as well. Fair play to you. Let's see, what's Hayden up to? He's 2 tenths up currently, so he's actually getting a decent improvement. Lost a little bit of that through the loop. But he has Brooklands and Luffield to go, and that's where you can make up a lot of time if you had a bad lap there. Although I do not know how his last lap went, so we'll see how this goes. He's going to be going up to about a tenth or so. He is going to gain by the looks of it. Only a little bit though, about half a tenth. But that, again, any improvement is a good improvement. That's going to put him 2 100ths behind P12. So he'll be looking for a better lap next time. As Bakiri, oh, he's on a 6 tenths up already after the Maggots and Beckett's complex. See if he can do anything with this. Coming in towards Stowe, taking quite a tight line through there, which is an interesting one. Still holding about 6 tenths though, so here if it works, it works. Heading into the chicane. Still about 5 tenths up. 6 tenths up again. He's really wringing the neck of that Ferrari. He is doing a good job there. Oh, I've busted something. Hang on. There we go. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Thanks for that suggestion. I appreciate it. Gabrielle. It's given some actual proper live timings now. As Bakiri, he's still about 3 tenths up, coming in towards Brooklands, which is pretty good. He's actually getting a lot of time through there. He's now about half a second up, so if he can get Luffield right, he's going to gain a ton of time. He's now about he's going to get about a 5/10 improvement, which is going to take him right into the clutches of Hayden at P14. He's about a tenth and a half behind Hayden there, approximately. Who else is on a fast lap? Mac, our very own head of comms, is 3.5 tenths up, coming into sector 3. down the straight. Yeah, he's got. If he can hold this lap together, he'll take P7 off Yalvo. Holding that beautifully through Brooklands. Still about 4 tenths up. This is a good lap from you, Mac. Oh, a little bit squarely out of left field. He's still going to be just shy of 4 tenths improvement, so that's going to put him P6. It is. Well done, Mac. P6 in that Ferrari. Good stuff. As nobody has even got close to Braxton's time yet, he's still 9 tenths in front of everyone. As Peter Romeo, I cut to him as soon as he starts sliding around, is on a 3.5 tenth improvement currently. Now around about 4 tenths coming up towards Abbey section. Emirius, hello, welcome to this lovely one-off. Hope you're having a good evening and watching some good racing. So, Peter Romeo still about 2.5 tenths up, coming in through the loop. We'll be looking to challenge the two of the guys in top three at least, because I think Braxton's time's maybe a little bit out of reach at this point. Not counting anyone out, but there is still 5 minutes for someone to break that time. As we come through Brooklands, still holding on about a 2 tenth advantage, which is not to snuff at. That will get him P2 if he can hold this lap. And it looks like he's going to just about. He's losing time, but he's going to do it just with 12 1,000ths. He's going to take P2. That's a great lap. As we have a look at Chuck now, who's 6 tenths up in the Mustang, about half a second now. Let's see what he's doing. How's this going to affect him? If he can get a half second improvement, he's going to be knocking on the door of Yalvo as well. Winky face for Gabriel. Nice one, man. No, you learn something new every day, don't you? That's what we love to see. Oh, that's a big moment. And he's still 4 tenths up coming through loop. Losing a little bit of time though. Unfortunately, I'd feel bad if I cursed him there. But you know what? We move. It's okay. He's going to be looking to try and get that Mustang up into the top and further into the top 10 as it's dominated by Ferraris. Really, it looks like a Mustang sandwich, with the Mustang in first and then obviously ninth, and there's what 7 Ferraris in between. So it's going to make for an interesting race. There's obviously more Ferraris here than Mustangs. So it's going to see if it's a David and Goliath situation, sort of the lesser number of cars can pull out a better job than the Ferraris. Again, it'll be down to a little bit of driver skill, and obviously all these drivers in this race are incredibly quick, as I don't even think I can make the midfield in this roster. Maybe just about the midfield, but oh, that's. I'm assuming you were looking to RTG anyway, Chang, so a little bit of Spinella there. Not many drivers out improving at the moment. The only one who's really doing an improvement so far is Mark in that gorgeous sort of. I'm gonna say it's beige. If it's not beige, please feel free to correct me because I'm blind. I got my glasses readjusted, but whether that's working or not is to be determined. As he's now about half a second up through Stowe. That's a great line through there. Heading in towards the chicane, getting a nice tight line in there, which is what we love to see. Past the grandstand on the Hamilton straight, 6.5 tenths. If he can hold this lap, that's going to put him into the top 10 by the looks of it. Yeah, it's going to put him into potentially 10th place. If he gets any faster, maybe even 9th. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. He's actually now still improving about 7 tenths. Never mind. He's actually lost a tenth there. Maybe went a little bit wide through the start of the loop. He's lost all the time there. I had a sort of bad exit there, unfortunately. I feel like I've cursed him. Samuel needs ballast. Peter, that time discrepancy is quite big. Samuel very fast in that Mustang from what I can see. You gotta drive the wheels off that Ferrari and catch him. But no, even your lap, to be fair, is a lot faster than what I can manage in Silverstone, so I'm not one to talk. Um, it's gonna be a good race to say the least. Maybe we'll make Brackstad do go a lap down and make it a bit more interesting, will we? I'm jesting, of course. As we're coming into anyone who's out, will be looking to do a final lap. Now, a lot of drivers are staying in the pits, as it looks like Stephen Hood isn't even putting in a lap. Maybe going for a little last to first challenge, which will be fun to keep track of throughout this race. One of the only drivers out there improving is Chatter in the Mustang in P20. Um, Looks like unless he gets a really big improvement, he won't be getting much further than 19th. But everything's possible, of course. He's about 6 tenths up. He needs a good 2 seconds found to make up some places, really. It'll take Barbato for sure if he can hold his lap together. But if he can find time, he might be able to break into the top 20 a bit more. Unsure. Well, there goes the chance for the LMU key. It's not for the winner. I don't think. I think it's just one of the drivers from tonight will get it. As far as I know. So you might still win it. You never know. Wait to the end and find out. You're not feeling well. We'll see if I can put in some laps during the race. See how it goes. I really need some laps of practice too. I do not struggle very well at all. Here, the best thing you do is give it a go. That's all. That's all you can ask for. As long as you're giving your best with what you got at the time, especially if you're not feeling well. Here, participation's half the battle. So happy to have you join us, and I hope you feel better. As Mark is coming across the line, half a second improvement. It's going to put him in. He's going to steal 10th. That's a great lap. As Chatter's actually lost a bit of the time he had. It looks like he's probably going to stay P20 from what I can see here. Yeah, he's not going to be. He's going to be a slight improvement, but not enough. As Scioto is 2 tenths up, and if he can get a 2 tenth or not even 2 tenth improvement, he just needs 16 1/1000ths improvement. He will take P2 here, and he's losing a little bit of time. It's gonna be close, and he does. He takes P2 off Peter Romeo. That is a excellent last lap from Scioto there. Well done. We love to see it. Oh, sorry, ignore me. So that's qualifying now over. Uh, well done, everyone. That is fantastic. With Samuel Brackstad taking pole with a absolutely mesmerizing 1 minute 57.6. Uh, yeah, just nobody's got even close to that. 8.8 tenths gap to P2, which is mightily impressive. And don't get me wrong, everyone in this lobby is a fast driver. That's not putting a dampener on anyone. It's just he's just very fast. So we'll do a little grid walk if I can. Sorry, my amazing technical skills here. Um, all right, so let's go through the grid while everyone is setting up. So we have Braxton in P1 in the Mustang, and then we have Scuto in P2 in the 971 Ferrari, followed by Peter Romeo in another Ferrari. Galamini is P4 in the 777 Ferrari. There's going to be quite a theme here, if you can't tell. Uh, Lung in that gorgeous burgundy and green Ferrari, followed by our head of content Christian Mack with a brilliant qualifying in P6 in that really nice Ferrari himself. Chung in P7 in the 666 Ferrari, followed by Yalvo in the number 12 Ferrari in P8. Chang in the Mustang in P9, and then followed by Mark in another Mustang in P10. So we're going to round at the top 10, followed by Fenyo in the Mustang, Malmstrom in the number 29 Ferrari in P12, Ballant P13, our very own owner Hayden Sweet in the red Ferrari P14, Bakiri is P15, Alex Newman in the number 444 Mustang in P16. I nearly forgot that. George Stevens in a 488, which is very surprising, in number 100 in P17. Taylor in the 420 Mustang in P18. Barbato in the 51 Ferrari in P19. Chatter in P20 in that Mustang. And running at the top 10 is Stephen Hood in the pink, this gorgeous pink Mustang. Oh, some weird stuff happening there. And that is your grid. So hang on, my amazing technological skills are so advanced, if you can't tell. So as we just prepare for everyone to head out for the formation lap, it's a full formation lap, I believe. Looks to be anyway. Everyone just getting their setups ready. Let's have a little look. Good luck to all the drivers. Go in the car again. Yeah. Good luck, everyone. Yeah. Good luck to all the drivers. It's going to be a good one. Remember, we only have live steering for lap 1. And then after that, it's all report based. So at the end of the race, if any incidents happen after lap 1, make sure you report them in the Discord as an incident, and they will be reviewed post race. Not much else is happening in the chat. Let's see, just a couple of people entering into the giveaway, which is what we love to see. Make sure everyone, anyone that's just joined us, we are giving away a few codes for Le Mans Ultimate. Kindly given to us. I can't remember from who. Sorry, I feel bad not actually knowing the answer to that question. No answer to that. But they will be given at the end of the race. So make sure you do !Smart giveaway in either YouTube or Twitch, and you will be entered at the chance to win a Le Mans Ultimate code. And one of the drivers from tonight's race, I believe, also will get the Le Mans Ultimate code. It's not the winner, I don't believe. It's just one of the drivers will. Uh, will be able to win a code. So great little giveaway for our community, and we love to see it. And who doesn't beat it? Who can say no to a free game? What we love to see, everyone just moving away for the formation lap now. Just following on our pole sitter, Samuel Brackstad, with that barnstormer of a pole position lap, which is what we love to see. Not much else happening, which is good. All right. Oh, is Stephen Hood in the pits? What's happened to him? I wonder what's happened there. I wonder if he just do a full last to first starting from the pits. That would be interesting. As he didn't set a quali lap, so I'm assuming he's doing the last to first. Which is going to be cool to keep an eye on throughout the race. As everyone just weaving around, warming up those tires a little bit. Heading down towards Stowe Corner. We got a 90-minute race. I mentioned it already, I think. With one mandatory stop, I think it's for both fuel and tires, so everyone will have to do that one stop. And I missed the rolling start. Things are going well. Last to last is much more likely given my zero pace. Here, go out and enjoy yourself, man. That's all you can do. I'll be keeping an eye to see how many places you make up at the end. Probably quite a few. It'll be good to watch for sure. As everyone, nobody else is starting from the pits, so everyone else is on the formation lap. Looking down the order a little bit. Everyone just trundling their way around the track. It's going to be a good 90 minutes this. Totally not glancing my eyes at the Formula 1 on the formation lap here while I have a second to see what is happening. Ooh, interesting. I'll not give away any spoilers anyway, unless anyone wants me to, for what's happening in the F1. That's quite interesting to say the least. Awesome, as we're just heading around the loop now on the formation lap. Yeah, just got just a nice little wait while everyone gets those tires up to temp. Doing a little bit of weaving there just to make sure they're nice and warm for the start, as the first lap, again, remember, will be live steered, so hopefully we'll get a clean lap 1, although whether that is to be the case will be determined. in just a moment. As we are heading around the last couple of corners, you can see all the cars there eager to get going, starting to line up in their 2x2 formation, with Braxton leading the way. Him and Scuto occupying the front row. And there is a little bit of a Ferrari sandwich here, so a Mustang in P1 and there's a Mustang in P9, and the 7 cars between are all Ferraris. I suppose that you will get that whenever the grid is a bit more Ferrari favoured with only 2 manufacturers on the go. As we are now trundling towards the line, we'll be going green momentarily. Make sure everyone you smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already to Togo Motorsport. We have tons of events like this. As we're about to go green, just heading towards the start line, and we're going green. Let's go. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully no incidents happen as we're looking. Turn 1 looks pretty clean so far. Everyone seems to have gotten away unscathed, which is what we love to see. A few position changes. Chung and Matt. Is that Mac? Oh, that's an incident. Oh no. Oh, a few cars there. As per Lung has been just taken out there. Who was that? That wasn't Mac. I'm not sure what car that was. But Mac has actually just overtaken Yalvo for P7. Remember, there is live steering, so that incident will be looked at, as well as any others that may or may happen over the course of this lap. Number of cars all battling for position here. Nobody wanting to give anything away. Coming through the chicane. Oh, Hayden getting very close there with Fenyo and taking P10. Made up 4 positions already, which is very impressive. Love to see it. Everyone now just making their way down towards Abbey, as Braxtad's already 1.5 seconds clear of Scuto, 1.3 roughly now. As the front 3 are beginning to pull away from each other just a little bit. As there's a little battle going here. Shatter and Newman going at it in towards the loop with a couple of Ferraris for company. They're all waiting to see who blinks first and makes a mistake. Coming down towards the Brooklands, as we have a little look, as it looks like Chatter is going to hold on to that P15 at the moment. Ballant and Fenyo going at it round Luffield. It looks like that Ferrari is going to take that place off him. Very well done there, as everyone, and we're starting to cross the line for lap 2. Looks like we made it rip with only minimal incidents, so oh, I say that, Fenyo and Ballant having a little bit of a door banging session there through turn 1. Not quite leaving each other the room. But oh, that's a Ferrari spinning. What's happened there? Let's have a little look. To Malmstrom, what's happened to him there? He's coming up. I think he might. Oh, he got a nasty jump from that curb there. I wonder. That was very strange. Doesn't look like he's picked up any damage though, which is good. That will hurt his race a bit. As Lung has a drive-through. I wonder what that is for. I don't think you would hit track limits by now, but potentially. It's not out of the question. As Newman and Chatter are going at it, Newman is just taking the position straight back off him. And they're both battling. He now has Stevens for company in that 488 Ferrari. It's an interesting choice. Surprised he didn't just take the 296, as I believe it is better BOP favoured. If anyone has any other knowledge in that, feel free to. I'll happily be educated if that's the case. Let's see what's happening as further up the field, Galamini is looking to get past Peter Romeo for that last podium spot. Remember, we do have another. Oh, we getting out of the way there. That's going to lose him a few tenths. And he's about half a second back now. His Bragstad's put in a 58.7 lap time, which is, again, much faster than everyone else on the track. Mac has Yalvo still for company. He overtook him there, but Yalvo has yet to launch an attack back on him to take that position back. As Lung has come into the pits to serve that drive-through, he will be coming back out in last. As we have a look, Stephen Hood, who's already made up 3 positions from the pit lane, so it will be interesting to see where he stacks up against the rest of these cars over the course of the next 85 minutes. As the cars are starting to spread out already, there's not much action happening on track other than Shatter and Stevens going at it here. Heading down towards Stowe. Stevens is going to be... Oh, is he going to make the move? He's going to try and make the move down the inside, and it looks like he's got it done. Took Shatter by surprise there. That is a great move. Maybe looked a little bit dicey at the beginning, but he's got it done. Now, what has that Mustang got? The Mustang has obviously got much more power than the Ferrari in terms of straight line speed. Will he be able to use that to catch back up to the back of that Ferrari and potentially launch a counter-attack? As the Peter Romeo still has Gallimini for company, is unable to shake him. Still about 3 tenths back. This is going to be an interesting battle to unfold. As they are heading down towards Brooklands. I wonder, will Gallimini have a look? He's having a look. Is he going to make a move? He's not. He's going to sit back and wait for a better opportunity. Which is what we love to see, as he looks to have lost a couple of tenths there coming into Luffield, or never mind. The camera angle is a little bit weird there, as he is still right on his tail. As Hayden has Fenyo and Ballon for company. Ballon is very, very close to that Mustang and Fenyo. Will be looking to launch an attack with the sort of colour matching. I think the Mustang's got a little more of a shine to the green that it's got, but it's matching greens. We'd love to see it. As Yalvo's actually got Mac. I wonder what's happened there. I think Mac may have had a little bit of an incident. Yes, he just went off, lost a little bit of time there. That's unfortunate. As Gallimini and Romeo are going at it. Gallimini's actually got the place back. Sorry, not got the place back. He's got the place off Peter Romeo. We didn't quite see that as we were looking at Mac's little grass cutting excursion. And see if Peter Romeo has anything to challenge that. But that's brought Chung into the mix in the 666 Ferrari, as he's about half a second behind Peter Romeo, who's about half a second behind Gallimini. Gonna be making for an interesting battle there. As let me see, as Chang is putting pressure on Mark in the Mustang battle here, to search for a bit further at the top 10 for him, as that's and Mac isn't far up the road from Mark either, and he's right behind Yavos. There's a bit of a train starting to form here. There's a few of these cars are getting a bit closer to each other, as Peter Romeo is just fallen back a little bit from Galmini. Maybe that's due to having to defend from Chung, and that's costing him a little bit of time to the car in P3. And as Chung has got a better run out of cops there. Is he going to try and go too wide? Oh, he's actually just got him through Maggots and Beckets. That's a great move. Looking to hold it here through the second half of the sector. Great move through Chapel there. What a move. As we have seen a couple of penalties come through. Now, I need to see if I can get into the channel for this. I don't think I have access, so... it just looks at the moment, it's a 5-second penalty for Fenyo. Not quite sure what for, and Barbato has got a 10-second time penalty as well. I'm not sure if there are any more instances to come through, but if they do, we will see them, and we'll have a little look. Awesome. Let's see what else is going on track at the moment. Yeah, there's quite a battle starting to form up here, but from 6th place all the way down to 11th. There's not barely a second between each of the cars. So Yalvo has Mac for company, who has Mark for company, who has Cheng, and then Hayden is right on the back of those. Hayden's, I think he's gained 4 places in this race already, and he's starting to catch up to the ones further in the top 10, but he has Fenyo for company too, who's ran very deep there into the start of the loop, maybe a little bit too late on the brakes, and has actually lost any time he just had, so he's down to a second behind, which is what we don't want to see. Yeah, so it looks like it's still quite the Ferrari sandwich here, but it looks like the Mustangs are starting to make their way up the field a little bit, as I believe there's almost 3 Mustangs in the top 10. Fenyo and P11 is the third, or well, there is 3 Mustangs in the top 10. Sorry, nearly 4. I keep forgetting Brackstad is in a Mustang. He's just way off into the distance there. Look, he's already pulled nearly 5 seconds to 4.2 seconds to P2. Driving a cracking race in that Mustang, and he's actually lapping about half a second faster. Oh, sorry, his last lap was actually half a second slower than P2. So I'm not sure if he's eating his tires really quickly by driving this fast, and he's maybe gonna start suffering with them soon, or maybe he's had a little bit of a mistake on his last lap, which could happen, as not much is going on, as Chang has Hayden for company for that P9 position, looking to defend here through, as Balance had an incident. Let's see what's happened with you. Oh, he's had a spin at Stowe. Oh, luckily he's kept it out of the wall there, and he's able to just keep going. Will have burned up his tires a little bit, but at least he hasn't hit the wall, given himself any actual damage to the car. Maybe just a little bit of damage to his ego, but you know, who's to say either way. As we have a look, the only real battle that's happening at the moment, I never actually noticed this. Oh, Chung did get past Peter Romeo, sorry. Trying to just keep up with everything. And Chung has got P4 off of Peter Romeo, who seems to just be falling down the order a little bit. Maybe hasn't got quite the race pace in that Ferrari as he was showing in the qualifying. But happy to be proven wrong, and to see him maybe try and grasp the podium positions back, as the top 6 are all sort of a little bit separated from each other. Mac is leading, P7 is leading a train all the way down to P10 of cars that are really eager to be on the positions. As not much has changed. Oh, Peter Romeo's in the pits. What's happened here? Is he serving a stop early? This is interesting. I would be surprised if he was, but I don't think there's any other explanation for it. That's interesting to say the least. I'll keep an eye on that and see if he returns back out on the track. Any second, which I would imagine he will. There's not much in the way of battles happening all over the track, except this battle for P6. Now, as Mac has been promoted to P6. Newman has got past Taylor. What happened there? I wonder, was it just Mustang doing Mustang things and going a bit squirrely? Oh, he went over the curb. Oh, at least he managed to keep the car pretty okay. Just lost that position there by a couple of seconds. Nothing too major. As Cheng is right on the back of Mark. Maybe had a little look there down into Brooklands, but deciding against it. But look at this, he's nearly pushing that Mustang around left field. Looking to get past. Maybe losing a couple of tenths there. But he's still holding on to the back, and I'm assuming he's going to be looking for a move very soon, as Peter Romeo is still in the pits. Now, is that a DNF, or has he had a hardware issue? Or what's happening? Peter, if you're in the chat, do let me know what's happening there, as this Mustang battle is going on, as it looks like Cheng has got a slightly better run out of Chapel there. Is right on the tail of Mark. Will he make a move into Stowe? He's just opting to sit behind him for now. But will be looking to get past, as it is letting Mac just. He's not getting away, but there's about a second between him and Mark now. So the longer that goes on, the more time Mac will get from that. How is everyone doing tonight in the chat? Do say hello. Feel free to smash the like button as well, and subscribe too, so that help out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, listening to me rambling and waffling for an hour and a half is always always the best way to spend your Sunday evening. Yeah, just enjoyed some good racing. I wonder how many of you are actually watching the F1 as well at the same time. And I know I'm sort of trying to, but there's too much happening here to do that. As Newman has got past. Oh, Fenu's had an incident. What's happened with you? He's just lost 3 places. I'm assuming he's either went wide or had a moment. Oh, Mustang doing Mustang things. Yeah. First gear in the Mustang is incredibly oversteery. So I'm assuming that's what's happened there, but he's very sensibly letting the cars go before rejoining the circuit, which is what we love to see. As Mac has now got both Mustangs for company. Mustangs maybe trying to push him along a little bit there, they're that close. Yeah, Mac maybe had a bad corner or two there, just letting the Mustangs come back at him. Both of them with the Mustang, I believe the Mustang has superior straight line speed to the Ferrari. I don't actually know. Maybe set up base, but look at this. Mark's going for it. He's got the legs. Who has the brakes? Oh, is he almost touch? Mac maybe going for the switchback here up through Stowe. Not quite. He's gonna have to hold it as Cheng. Oh, Cheng is almost just ran to the back of Mac, going for dive on the outside at the chicane, but Mac has defended that well. That's let Hayden right back into this fight. He's right behind Cheng in the Mustang, and Mark now has just sailed through. That was an excellent move and great driving and awareness from the pair of them. As Hayden is actually, oh, we had a little look at Cheng there, but just not got the drive out of that corner there. Heading towards the loop section of the track. Keep a little eye on this battle, as Taylor has Ballon for company. Pushing him through Abbey there, around towards the loop as well. This is probably the Ferrari's best part of the track here compared to the Mustang is the loop, as the Mustang is much heavier and much more cumbersome to drive. But oh, as Chuck has went down the inside of Mac, and he's got it done at Brooklands. Let's have a little look at this. Once again, just getting a really good drive out of the hairpin there. And just getting the move done down the inside of Brooklands. That's a great move. As you also see now, Hayden has got past Mac. It's Mac maybe starting to struggle a little bit with that Ferrari. He's sort of bleeding positions a little bit. As Hayden has now got past him, Mac is now down into P9. As what has happened with Picari, as Malmstrom is making his way back up the field. What's happened to that Ferrari? He's going quite slowly. I wonder, has he picked up damage? I can't tell if that's just dirt or damage in the front of that car. I suspect he's picked up some damage. Um, at that point, and was just getting back up to speed with the car. That's unfortunate for him, as Peter Romeo is back out on the track. He will stop for a couple of minutes. Oh, um, Adrian insane drive by Yalvo. Yeah, he's doing a great job up there in P5. For Louis, go Yalvo, go. Yes, he's doing a great job up there, holding up in the top 5 at the moment. Doing a great job. Currently, actually, no one around him. He's 7.6 seconds to Chung in P4 and 4 seconds to Mark behind him. So he's in a nice little pocket of space to just sit and hot lap for a little while, just bag in some solid lap times. As Galamini is actually making inroads towards Sciotto again in P2. It looked like P2 was running away with it a little bit, but it's now looking like Galini is now making a move. Oh, as Taylor's had a moment, what's happened with him? Let's have a look. It looks like the Mustangs are struggling a little bit with, especially the oversteering nature of the car. Let's have a little look at what's happened here. Similar place to, I think it was Fenyo had a similar incident. Oh, had to dive out of the way of Ballon. Great avoidance there. Spinning the car a little bit. Oh, just struggling to tame that thing in first gear. It is it is hard work. Maybe I've lit them tires up a little bit much, but he's got going again with no damage by the looks of it. As Taylor has Melzer for company. One moment. Sorry about that. Just had to cough a little bit. Taylor has Melzer for company, heading up towards the Maggots and Beckett's complex. Melzer looks to have got a really good exit out of Cops. Is right behind him. Maybe losing a tenth or two there. Let me see. As Galamini is now about half a second behind Scudo now. The two Ferraris in white. I would assume they're supposed to have liveries, but again, awesome sim racing. Our livery software isn't really working tonight. I did try and get all the liveries, but didn't seem to want to play ball, which is unfortunate. Yeah, so let's see who is doing what. So a lot of the cars are now a bit more spread out on track. There is a couple of cars close together. The main one being this. Oh, as Scudo's had a moment. What's happened to him? Going into Brooklands. And what's happened at Luffield here? As he just oversteered the car. Oh, he's just ran a bit too much speed into the corner and has given the position to Galamini now. Galamini's taken P2, but Scudo will be looking to take that back off him if he can. As Mark still has Chang for company, not able to get past as of yet. Uh, just really, he's going to be able to paint a good picture of the back of that Mustang by the end of this race if he goes to get past him soon. We'll be able to even draw the little fine details there as well. And not much else is happening on track. Taylor has Malser for company about 0.7 seconds back. And looking to make inroads, but actually Taylor is pulling away a little bit. He's now just broken the 1 second gap there, starting the next lap, which is well done to him. As Mark and Cheng are still going at it, about half a second has separated these two for maybe most of this race at this point. They're very close to each other. I am surprised Cheng hasn't been close enough to make a move yet. But I'm sure he will be, as now Sciotto has fallen. He's about a second behind Galamini now. It looks like he's got a little bit more pace on him at the moment anyway. Samuel Braxton, our leader, is now just driven away. He's 7 seconds ahead, so he's got that one very well tied up at the moment, which is interesting. He's got a really, really good pace in there. Oh, I completely missed it. The one time I wasn't looking, Cheng has got past Mark. Went for a dive down at the start of the loop. Mark goes for a switchback, but runs the sausage curb and just loses all that speed he had. So he's going to lose that position. Cheng is a little bit squarely out of the corner there. So this battle's still not over. Mark is now going to be wanting to make inroads as Hayden is now back in the fight. For P6, about a second and a half separates the three of them, which is, it's getting close. Hayden is sort of running around that 0.8 to 1 second mark there for the last lap or so. Will be looking to get that Ferrari into the top 6 if he can, as Mac is about 3 seconds back from Hayden, but Alex Newman is about 7.5 seconds back from him, so Mac a little bit of comfortable there at the moment, hasn't got much pressure on him, can just hot lap and try and make a little bit of inroads back into the rest of the guys for the top 6 fight. This is the only real battle happening on track at the moment, so we're going to follow this one along for a little while. As is that Peter Romeo back in the pits? I wonder, is he having issues with his hardware or maybe internet issues? I'm not too sure, but that is so unfortunate for him. He was running a great race, but he's in the pits for the second time now. Yeah, as Cheng's actually maybe starting to put a little bit of distance between him and Mark. The gap has opened up to just over a second. I wonder, is Mark feeling the pressure of that Ferrari behind him, of Hayden Sweet? Will Hayden be able to goad him into making a mistake? As it looks like he's been losing time to Cheng in front of him. So it looks like Cheng's got a little bit less pressure on him now, as he's run quite wide there. Oh, a little bit of oversteer there. That's going to put Hayden right on the back bumper of him heading out of left field. Will he have the drive on the Mustang? Doesn't look like it. The Mustang does have that grunt to get the better top speed. So he will have to sit behind for the Mustang for another lap. I'm sure Hayden is going to be sick of the sight by the end of the race. As we're almost a third of the race in now, almost 30 minutes in. No one has completed their mandatory stop yet. Obviously, Peter Romeo is in the pits, but not quite sure what's going on with him there. I'm going to assume it's a hardware issue he's having and just is unable to race. Oh, here we go. Update from Peter. Had to retire after the crash RTG. Oh, there was a crash? I never saw the crash. I must have missed it. Sorry, Peter. The game did not fix the damage, just cosmetics. Ah, that's unfortunate. I'm so sorry to hear that, Peter. You were running a great race. And that's terrible, but at least you can listen to me talk now for the next hour. I suppose that might cheer you up. Um, we'll do a little update for everyone. I'll do it a couple more times throughout the race, just because it's a very cool giveaway we're doing. We will be giving away, I think it's 3 LMU codes for Le Mans Ultimate. So if you haven't already, in either the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat, make sure you do !" giveaway, so that you are entered for that at the end of the race. That will be, they'll be given out at the end of the race by Hayden. He'll be jumping into the box with me to handle that once the race is over. And one of the drivers will also be getting a copy as well, I believe. So look out for that at the end of the race, and make sure you stay tuned. And if you haven't, get ready and get entered the giveaway. Peter, I spun by myself and hit the wall before maggots. That's unfortunate, man. That's uh, that, that's just unfortunate. I'm so sorry you can continue. But yeah, you can at least sit back and watch the rest of the action, I suppose. It doesn't really make it any better, but you might win yourself a copy of Le Mans Ultimate if you enter the giveaway, so just gotta do that. That might salvage some of your evening. let's have a little look at what's happening on track again now that I've finished rambling. Uh, Ballant has Fenyo for company, the green and black Ferrari with the really nice green Mustang. About zero point 0.3 of a second separates them as Taylor is in the pits. Is this the service mandatory stop? He doesn't look like he's got damage. So I would assume if he's serving it early, that's interesting. And Barbato is in the pits as well. Does he have damage? He might have damage. Yeah, he has damage to his car. I wonder what's happened to him. As we have a look, I look back. Fenyo has got a really good run on the Ferrari of Ballant and goes down the inside of Stowe. Will he be able to make it stick? I believe he can, but Ballant's actually got the position back again on the Hamilton straight. This is going to make for a feisty battle as Fenyo looks to be going up the inside again. Oh, that's getting a bit close there through Abbey. That's a brave attempt there. Trying to go too wide there is not easy. But yeah, that Mustang will be looking for that again. Nobody can beat Yalvo. there's a lot of fans of Yalvo here tonight, and that's what we love to see it. Running a great race in P5 still. Um, very much on par for a top 5 finish, which is awesome. I see a few of you entering the giveaway now. Very nice to see. Make sure you enter to have a chance at a copy of the One Ultimate. Can't turn down a free game now, can you? Peter, don't worry, it happens. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. You're running a good race there, so at least you can sit back, relax, watch the last of the F1, and listen to me ramble. So, and watch the rest of this race as well, which will be good. As I meant to keep a look, as Taylor has served his mandatory stop, and so has Barbato, which is interesting. They're serving it really early. Maybe going too far in towards an undercut to make it work, but we'll see how it plays out for them over the next hour. Yeah, I see a few people have entered the giveaway now. Love to see it. Yeah, make sure everyone in the chat get yourself entered, get yourself a copy, or get yourself the chance of winning a copy of Le Mans Ultimate. Yeah, let's see any battles happening on track other than Ballant and Fenyo. Chatter has Lung for company up towards Stowe, but not too close at the moment. I'm still about half a second back. As the Mustang and the Ferrari, Ballant and Fenyo are still going at it for P11. As a lot of the cars are now starting to separate into their own little races now. So there won't be much happening, it seems, in the way of battles for a little while until the pit stops are served. Then things will shake up a little bit. Oh, as Fenyo's got a great run out of the loop section. He's definitely gonna have a move on Ballant here in towards Brooklands. He looks like he's got a bit more speed. Diving for the inside, a little bit squarely under the brakes, and Ballant runs really, really wide there, letting the Mustang through. But he's gonna get back at him through Luffield. Is he gonna attempt to switch back here? If he's close enough, he will. Looks like he's gonna have to settle in just behind, but he's really, really close. Now Mustang isn't comfortable yet. Look how close he is to him as well. Oh, getting a little bit squirrely, that Ferrari as well. As they're both going to continue this battle for quite a while by the looks of it. Because they're both on a very similar pace. Which we love to see. Oh, Ballant. Oh, great save there. That was a really, really good save. Glad you were able to keep the car out of the wall, as Chatter and Lung are very much battling as well. Oh, that Mustang looks like it's been through a little bit of a war at some point. Not quite sure what's been going on with him. But that Ferrari is right on the rear end of that Mustang. Will it have the drive, though, on the way down towards Stowe? it's not looking like it. The Mustang just has the grunt to stay ahead as, yeah, after that little incident, Ballon nearly losing the Ferrari, he's dropped back about a second or so from the Mustang. So Fenio can relax a little bit now that he's cleared the Ferrari and has a little bit of a gap. He's not, you still can see him in the rearview mirror, of course, only a second and a bit back, but he's not too far behind. And as we have a little look on Chatter and Young, oh, as Chatter goes really, really, really deep there. And that's going to let Lung close up the gap a little bit. But is he? He's not going to be close enough to make a move by the looks of it. Oh, I say that. He's got a really good... Oh, a little bit squirrely there as well. Maybe these cars, they're starting to struggle a little bit with these with the track temp, ambient temp at 24. I wonder is maybe some of the tires starting to overheat a little bit after running for 35 minutes. As that Ferrari is getting very close to the Mustang, so this battle's going to last for a little while by the looks of it. Only 0.3 in it, and their lap times look to be very similar. Let's see what their lap times are crossing the line. They're less than a tenth between each other in terms of lap times, so it is very, very close. Sorry, just take a little sip. Yeah, there's not much else happening on track. The only other close battles emerging is Mark and Hayden Sweet. About a 0.8 gap at the moment. And Hayden is looking to try and bring them down. He was about a second and a half or 2 seconds back a little while ago as Hayden runs quite deep into that corner there. And that's going to lose him a tenth or two. But he is coming back on the Mustang. Getting a little bit of a better drive out of that corner. Coming down that straight towards Brooklands. The power of the Mustang is just driving away at this point. Adrian, you're a real supporter. You're a real friend for Yelvo here. Keep pushing till the end. Let's check in with Yelvo. How's he doing? He's having a great time. He is 3.5 seconds ahead of Chuck in Chang in P6 and 13.5 seconds behind Chung in P4. So it's running a great little race. He may have a Mustang for company soon, but that if that battle emerges, I will of course tune in. Thank you, Adrian, for joining the giveaway as well. Stick around at the end of the race, and we will have a draw for that for a code for the Mon Ultimate. Can't miss out on that. Let's see, as Lung is he's getting close, but he's not quite able to launch an attack on that Mustang. Will he be getting close enough in this lap to try? Looks to be still a little bit too far behind for the cops. You do not want another Hamilton Verstappen 21 incident there. So it's best to not go too wide there. Oh, Lung has went flying. What's happened to him? That was an insane. What happened there? I did go back a little bit far, but well, we'll just ride on board here and see what actually happened. So he's coming down towards Maggots. He's on the grass. Oh, that curb just sends him violently flying. Oh, that's a lot of damage on the side and rear of that Ferrari. I imagine he will pit this lap. Oh, what's happened here? What's happened to Alex? He's coming up towards the Hamilton Street. Oh, that looks like a hardware disconnect potentially. What has happened there? Oh, poor Alex. Looks like it may be a hardware issue. If he has just went straight on and hasn't moved. He still hasn't moved. Yeah, he must have a hardware issue, or maybe he's disconnected and it hasn't brought him back yet. It's unfortunate, Alex. You were running a good race as well. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let's go, Yalvo. Yes. Loving the support out here. Exactly like me, a copy of it. Yeah, look, Alex has managed to get moving again, I think. He has indeed. Yes, he has. But he's lost out big time, though. He must have had a hardware issue and he's got it back going. Adrian, what's happened? I think Alex Newman there had a hardware issue as he just came to a stop at the grandstand section. Um, not. Oh, that's an incident. Oh, yikes! That's going from bad to worse for Alex. They've had contact with Taylor there, Mustang on Mustang, tagging each other there. Not quite sure who was at fault. I'm sure an incident uh, will be filed there just to. And if it does, the stewards will look at it. As long as in the pits, not surprised after that hefty shunt into the wall at Maggots. I wonder, Peter, was that the exactly like you? Yeah, I'm assuming that the exact thing happened to you. Sorry, I only clocked what your message meant there now. Yeah, that looks like it's the sounds like it's the exact same incident. That curb, if you're going the grass for that curb at Maggots, it looks like it's gonna just destroy you. As Alex has stopped again, what? I wonder what's happened. He must have been having a hardware problem, and he may. I don't know. Hopefully, he can continue in the race. Not too sure, but we'll keep an eye on that whether he can or not. As Mac is picking up the pace a little bit, he is joining Hayden in the fight for P7 against the Mustang of Mark, and they're both about a second away from each other. The three cars are only separated by a couple of seconds max. Someone we haven't been looking at in a while is Stephen Hood, in that really nice pink and blue Mustang, is really picking up the pace on Stevens in the Ferrari 488, which is, like I said it already, is a bit of a interesting choice for this. You would think that the 296 would be the main point of selection there, but supposedly not. As Stephen Hood looks to be reeling him in a little bit. They're less than half a second between them now. I believe you said, Stephen, that you didn't have any pace in that car. Looks like you found it, for sure. If you keep going with this sort of pace, you might end up in P. You might be able to make the top 10 if you can make your strategy work. Wonder if any of the drivers will be going long in order to have a shorter last stint with and burning through less tires so that you're going faster for that last stint. Does mean you will suffer in your first stint a little bit, but if you can manage it till a later pit stop, that strategy can work. It is a bit of a high risk, high reward strategy, of course. As if you lose too much time before you pit, it might not work. So most drivers will probably opt to pit around the next 5 minutes, which will be the halfway mark of this race. Obviously, you can see Peter Romeo's in the pits. He has retired due to unfixable damage, from what I can tell, after a curb at Maggots has wiped him out of the race. The same thing happened to Lung, but he is out of the pits with that Ferrari's looking gleaming once again. So I am wondering if he managed to get all his damage fixed. I would assume as much. And as you can see, he has also completed his mandatory stop. So he will be very likely going to the end there. As we see, Mac is coming into the pits. He's one of the first to blink. Hasn't already pitted. Getting a fresh set of rubber and a lot more fuel in that Ferrari for the end of this race. He's probably going to come out somewhere in P15, 16 land. As the only oh, what has happened here? Did something happen? My game has went weird. Apologies if this amounts to nothing, but it said he lost a couple of places there. Sciotto. Sorry if I'm butchering that. I feel really bad. Um, Nothing has happened, it seems, so I apologize. Oh, there we go. My race control is having a bit of a moment, but we fixed it. It's all good. As a couple more are blinking for the pits. Malmstrom and Pakiri are in the pits now. Sorry, Galamini is also blinked for the pits around the halfway mark. That is going to promote Scudo to temporary P2. Obviously, that is pending all the pit stops happening, and not sure what will happen there from that. As Chung is also in the pits as well. Yeah, most of these cars will be pitting around now, the halfway mark. Doing 2:45 minutes of driving. As Yalvo's in the pits as well now. Yeah, all these drivers are starting to blink, just getting in, getting the pit stops done. Which is what we love to see. Da, da. Oh, sorry, on Twitch, I didn't even get things to say this happened. Thank you for the follow, Dom Skiller. Thank you very much for the follow. I didn't get a notification that that happened. My apologies for not saying it sooner, but thank you very much. I just honestly didn't see it. As we're looking at a few of these pit stops now to see where people are coming out, as Galamini has come out around P6, as Hayden is closing in on Mark here, getting very close. Sort of point 0.5 a second. Hayden running a little bit wide there at the chicane section, losing a couple of tenths. Sorry, Hayden. Commentators cursing you again. I do feel bad. I'm sorry. Let's see. As Mac is out again, so he's picking up positions. He's almost back in the top 10. Yalvo's out with. Oh no, Malmstrom has got a stop go 30. That will be for speeding in the pit lane. That's not what you need at this point in the race. That is going to take him right down the order. Any of the good work he was going to make up will be lost from that penalty, which is not what you want. And let me see, as Chatter has died for the pits as well. Um, Anyone else? No one else has blinked just yet. To be fair, most people have pitted, and Cheng has now pitted as well as Mark. That is letting Hayden go through. As now only 7 drivers to do their mandatory stop. That is the top 5 currently, who is Brackstad, Sciotto, Cheng and Mark here are actually down in the pits, so they will probably drop a place or two. As Fenyo is also joining them in the pits, so only a handful of cars now left to do their pit stops. Apologies there, I got a little bit of a cough. Apologies for that. Just a little bit, a bit of a cough. Didn't want you to hear that. Yeah. So let's see. What have we missed in that couple of seconds? Fenyo's in the pits. Samuel Brackstad is now in the pits from the lead of the race. Assuming Sciotto doesn't pit as well, that will promote him into P1. He is diving for the pits as well, which is going to leave the only people left to pit is Hayden and George Stevens. The only two that have left actually enter the pit box for their mandatory stop. Yeah, let's see where this all shakes out now from the pit stops. As Fenyo obviously serving his 5-second penalty that he got from, I believe, lap 1. Um, Yeah, apologies. I just had a bit of a cough there for the last couple of minutes. I don't know where that's come from. Hopefully it is now gone. As Hayden has now dived to the pits as well, so that leaves our last person to pit is George Stevens. He's coming round the final corner now, so is he going to blink for the pits? He is going to do so. So that looks like every single car, once Hayden and George have come out of the pits, will have served their mandatory stop. Which now means it's going to be a 40-minute dash to the line. And let's see how the top few drivers are looking. So Braxton has a 20-second gap to Galamini, sorry. My English is awful, I apologize. But look at this. Sciotto is right on the tail of Galamini for P2. So the pit stops have worked out really well for him. And it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be the victor in this battle once again. Already seen it once or twice this race. Going to see it another time again. Both on fresh tyres. Loaded up with fuel to the end of the race. So it's going to be a very interesting one to see who wins this out of these two. Obviously, Cheng has had a great race. He's up into P4. He is about 12 seconds behind the podium spots. So I'm not sure he'll be able to get that. As you see, Stevens coming out of the pits. He's coming out in about P11, which I think is... He's gained 6 positions this race, which is really good. Very well done for him, especially in the 488. I don't know how competitive the car actually is, or if it's just his raw talent pushing that car to the limit. As our current best, sorry, the most position gained is our Stephen Hood, who has done his mandatory stop, and he is gained 9 positions this race so far. Of course, he started at the back from the pit lane, and he is driving a stellar race. Assuming that's you, Alex, in Twitch. Sup, that was horrid. What happened to you, Alex? Did you have a hardware issue? That's what I assumed anyway. I see you've actually disconnected now as well, so let me know if that's the case. As long as in the pits again, he's actually stopped again. I wonder, does he have the same issue as Peter? I wonder, has he got unfixable damage? That's so bad. I feel bad for both of those guys, if that is the case. And of course, we've lost Alex. I'm assuming to hardware problems. It kind of looked like it from the way you were driving. So do let me know. Curious to know what the answer to that is. But we've lost a couple of drivers now. So let's see who. Sorry, we need to go back to some action now instead of just staring at a Ferrari in the pits. There's a few blocks of individual manufacturers now. Obviously, we have Braxton P1, and then 4 Ferraris occupying the rest of the top 5. Yalvo, for all the Yalvo fans in the chat, is still running a solid race at P5. Cheng is about 4.5 seconds behind him, so gonna be interesting to see if Cheng can get some pace there to try and catch him. Not too sure though, as there's not many battles happening on the track at the moment. A lot of the cars are spread out. The only thing that's sort of close is that George Stevens has Stephen Hood and Fenyo for company. They're about a second and a half and a second back respectively. So it's going to be interesting to see if the two Mustangs can catch that 488 and overtake. Yeah, I just had a glance over at my TV with the F1 on it, and kind of curious to know what it looks like something mental's happened. So if anyone's watching it, give me an update in the chat. If unless people don't want spoilers, I suppose I'll have to watch the highlights after. As I'm a bit too engrossed in this to be able to watch both at the same time. But yeah, these two Mustangs are getting really close to this 488. as Fenyo and Stephen Hood are really pushing against that Ferrari now. zero point 0.4 to zero point 0.5 seconds back, respectively, as well. So, gonna be, oh, is this Stephen Hood going for it? He's not. He had a look, but he dove back behind the Ferrari and is just going to settle behind for another lap and look for a better opportunity. Looks like he's taking a wide approach to the corners to get better exits, but that's letting Fenyo in. Fenyo is going to be side by side with him near. I think Hood has got a slightly better exit. That would have scared Stephen Hood for a little second there, but he's going to hold that position for now. But he's now having to defend as well as attack or attempt to attack George Stevens in the 488 Ferrari. This is going to be a lovely little battle. Sword and Keyboard, hello, welcome to the Twitch chat. If you've just joined us, I'm going to plug it again, and I'll plug it probably once more before the end of the race. We are doing a Le Mans Ultimate giveaway, so I think we're giving away 3 codes. 2 to the community in the chats, and 1 to one of the drivers who are racing tonight. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. That's what I remember Hayden telling me. If you want to enter, it's free to enter. Just do !! giveaway in the chat, and that will enter you in, and there'll be a draw held at the end of the race. Hayden, who is driving currently in the race, will be joining me in the comments box to do that giveaway at the very end. So make sure you stick around and enjoy. Listening to a random Irishman just waffle for the next 30 minutes. I'm sure maybe a few people are sick of me by now. But yeah, I see that you entered into the giveaway now. Awesome stuff, man. Make sure your Willie Owens in the Discord. Awesome, man. Nice that you're in the Discord as well. I'm sure I'll see you about. Yeah, that's you entered the giveaway. Good luck to you. Been trying to join Rookie Series. It was posted there earlier today. There is a new Rookie Series starting at some point. I don't know when the actual dates are for the races, but it's been posted on SimGrid and in the Discord. So if you sign up for that, I think we're doing 3 splits for that based on your sort of times that you can do. I think we're doing Pro-Am, and Rookie, if I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm sure somebody from the community will tell me that. But yeah, feel free to sign up and join the Rookies. It'll be good fun. There's quite a few. The Rookies has been quite successful and quite good for your Rookie on SimGrid. Yeah, that's exactly who the championship is for, man. So feel free to sign up. Come join us for a great one. I think the tracks are really good as well. I'm actually going to see if I can pull up the championship as well. Yeah, here we go. Rookie Season 9. So we have Silverstone, Suzuka, Monza, Barca, Spa, and Nürburgring. That's really, really good. Yes, so there's Rookies, there is and there is sorry, there's only 2 splits. Sorry, my bad. Make sure you sign up for one of them. If you want to race, when is that starting? July 3rd, so next start of July, that will be running for 6 weeks. So get yourself signed up for that, and also the Toga community has started running a mentoring program for any of new drivers to ACC. I think need to check with Mac when we're doing. I think we're doing something tomorrow. So as the Mustangs and the Ferrari are going at it. Sorry, I've been rambling for so long. But we're doing a little mentoring program as well for new drivers. So feel free to look out for that in the Discord. And I believe it's going to be happening this week at some point. So again, feel free to join. Sorry, I'm going to stop rambling now and actually talk about the racing. Because Stephen Hood has actually got past George Stevens. Sorry, I missed all that just from waffling. I apologise. But Stevens now has Fenyo for company, and they did touch bumpers there at the loop. We did see that, and that's going to be interesting to see if the Ferrari can hold the Mustang back. Honestly, oh, whoa, what happened there? Fenyo went flying. What's happened here? I wonder, did he miss his braking zone? Oh, he's got oversteer. Yeah, Mustang moments. That's a hefty collision. Looks like he's RTG'd. Hopefully we will see him back out on track to finish the race, as it looks like it's going to be a Toga staff member battle here shortly. Head of content creation Mac versus our Discord owner Hayden. They're about 8 tenths difference between the two of them, so it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to start squabbling and who's going to be the better driver. Totally won't call out the worst driver in the stream. Nah, I won't do that. I'm not. I'm not that bad, but it's going to be interesting to watch the two of them, see who can get the better of the other. As Mac is holding about a 0.8 second lead, yeah, 0.8, 0.9 second lead at the moment, which is which is good. Hayden is going to be on the charge to try and bring that down, as it looks like, unfortunately, Fenyo has disconnected his RTG and left them. I'm assuming he didn't want to continue with the damage he acquired to the car. That is unfortunate. I'm sorry that your race has been ruined, man, by that incident. But yeah, it was good to see you battle on track. So we'll hope to see you again soon. Yeah, so Hayden is actually sort of starting to make a little bit of an inroad. He's now sort of hovering about 0.6, 0.7 behind Mac. Now, this is really the only battle on track, so if I commentators cursed either of these two, they're not going to be happy with me. It's still the real battle that's happening at the moment on track, so we're going to just follow it for a little bit. See who can get it. He looks to be slowly making small inroads here. Still hovering around that 0.6 second mark. Really trying to make a move on Mac and get at P8 on track, as just looking, Samuel Brackstad is now 26 seconds ahead of Gallimini in P2, and Sciotto is 1.5 seconds behind Gallimini in P3. So there's still the battle over P2 at the moment, which could get spicy if Sciotto can catch back up to the back of him. You've signed up. Excellent stuff, man. I look forward to seeing you on track, and of course, as one of the Togo commentators, I may be doing the commentary at some point, depending on schedule and so on. So I'll be looking forward to see you on track. Joining the rest of the rookies. It's a very good series for people who are newer to the game. And it bunches all the newer people together so that they have nice, good racing for everyone. Which is one of the best parts of the community, in my opinion. That we have that option for the rookie drivers. So awesome to see you signed up. We have about 28 minutes to go in this race, and a lot of the cars are now very spread out. We've had a few disconnects. Obviously, Alex has he's disconnected from, I think it's a hardware issue. He never got back to me in the Twitch chat, so I'll have to poke him after the race to find out what happened there. We lost Peter Romeo and Long in both Ferraris, who had almost identical accidents in the Ferraris at Maggots, and I believe both have had unrepairable damage. You know, Peter did. I don't know if Long has the same problem. They both disconnected. Fenyo had a big crash and is disconnected as well. I think we had one more disconnect. No, that's 4 disconnects is correct. I used to do some commentating for a couple of leagues. It's fun. Yes, it's very fun. I've only been doing it for about a month or so for Toga, but it's great fun. Great bunch of people, a great community to be working with. So, I'll be sticking around for quite a while because I really enjoy it. As we see, Mac and Hayden are starting to get a little bit feisty here. There's only a couple of tenths in it now, sort of hovering around the 3 to 4 tenth bracket now, which is good to see. Get a little battle going on for some more of this race, which will be good. Otherwise, if there's no battles happening, you just have to listen to me waffle on for the next 26 minutes. But yeah, sort of looking around. Mac is he's holding Hayden at arm's length just about at the moment. All right, let me see who. So if we have a look at the timing screen, yeah, Samuel Braxton has the fastest lap of the race. By about 9 tenths. He's the only one in the 58s on the race pace. Everyone else is in the 59s or lower, which, again, there's no disrespect to any driver on the grid. Everyone here is a quick driver. It's just Braxton has got that Mustang dialed in and is just in a league of his own at the moment, which is awesome to see for him. And yeah, Hayden just cannot get quite close enough to Mac here. And I'm sure he's probably he's probably goading himself to try and reel him in a little bit. And he's waiting to pounce. If Mike makes any sort of mistake, he will be ready for him. Oh, he's giving him a little flash to tell him he's there. A little bit of a wiggle. That's going to give Hayden the opportunity he wants. He's getting really close. He's gonna second guess a move down side by side into Abbey. He's gonna just tuck in behind and just wait for a better opportunity. He's going wide around the outside, maybe looking for a switchback around the loop. Not really. Mac is maybe a little bit mistake. Hayden's going down the inside. They're going side by side. That's a great move from Hayden. Can he hold the position though? As Mac will be just hungry to get it back. Will he make a move into Brooklands to try and retaliate? If he's close enough, he just might. I wonder, is he going to take a little look? He's going to have a look, but he's not quite close enough to make it happen. He's going to tuck in behind the Ferrari and try and get a good exit out of Luffield here to bring the power down towards Cops. Oh, that Ferrari is getting a little bit squirrely. Mac is going to have to settle in behind him for a little bit and just wait for an opportunity to attack. Hayden winning out in that battle so far for the meantime. But again, he's not driving away from Mac either though, so that's going to get a bit spicy maybe if Mac can pull it back and go for a move. As we see, the only other cars that are close on track at the moment is Galamini and Scioto, but they're about a second and a half apart for the P2 position. It sort of looks like these guys, assuming nothing happens, will be P2 and P3 and Braxton P1, of course, who just seem to be driving off at the moment. As yeah, there's not really much else happening on track at the minute, as all the other cars are very spread out. But yeah, the only real battle happening is the toga off, as I'm going to call it, between Mac and Hayden. This is going to be very spicy indeed. If Mac is maybe starting to drop that gap by a couple of tenths, so will be spicy if he can make a move back on top of him to get that position back. He's about half a second back, so we'll be looking for that move at some point if he can get close enough. Yeah, not much else happening. So, anything happening in the chats? Nope, it's all quiet in the chat at the moment. All good. Hope everyone is enjoying the race. Make sure you put a like on the video, or on the stream, sorry. If you're not already subscribed to Toga, give us a little subscribe. You know, helps us out, helps the channel out, keeps everything going. Putting on great races for everyone. Check out the Discord if you're not already. Join. We have a number of championships going and upcoming. Like I've been mentioning already, from the Twitch chat, there's a new rookie season coming out soon. So if you're looking for something rookie related to join, that is always a good championship. Very, very well catered towards more of the newer drivers in the community. And obviously we have other races for We have races basically for any speed set, really. Speed set, that's a horrible way to say that. Any pace ability that you may have. Oh my god, my English is terrible. No matter your skill level, there's a championship for you. There we go. That's the right way to say it. There will be something for everyone at Toga, so I take a part in a couple of them as well. And I'm not a fast driver, so I'm just taking part in because they're fun. So yeah, that's gonna be my plug of Toga done for the evening. Doing Hayden proud, as not much is happening. As Hayden is starting to drop back a little bit now. There's about a second and a half between them. Hayden maybe just got a little bit more pace in the Ferrari at this moment in time, but Mac isn't giving up just yet. He's holding him at about 1.2 seconds, but the gap it has opened a little bit, so Mac needs to find something here in order to close that in again. Alright, let me see. Not really much else happening as Malmstrom is in the pits again. He's been stopped for nearly 3 minutes. I wonder, is his race done? It doesn't look like he has damage. He maybe crashed and RTG'd. I'm not too sure. That's unfortunate for him. I know he did have that stock of 30 earlier in the race, so I'm hoping he's okay. Yeah, we're sort of in this moment in the race where everyone's a little bit spread out, so there's not too much happening. One thing of note is Hayden is actually catching Mark for a round 2 of that battle. So there looks like there's going to be a 3-car train coming shortly, with Mac being towed along by Hayden too. So this could make the last 18 minutes or so a little bit spicy. Waiting to see what happens there. Sorry, I just had to clear my throat there a little bit. Don't know what's wrong with me today. Have a little bit of a cough and then the throat's just have a little bit of a niggle. But the good thing is, Hayden's got the gap down to Mark till about 1.2 seconds, and Mac is down to under a second again. He is finding some pace in that Ferrari now, and looking to try and mount an attack. So Hayden seems to be losing a little bit of time to Mark in P7, as he's having to be wary of Mac behind him, who is starting to catch a little bit. It's going to be an interesting finale for these three drivers to see who can hold P7 we're looking at the moment. As currently all the cars are very spread out, so there might not be a lot of action left in the race. Just gonna sit back and enjoy the battle that is happening. Yeah, it's been a good race. Lovely to see this iconic rivalry once again. Anyone who has watched the Ford v Ferrari movie, it's a brilliant movie. If you haven't, I would recommend. It's one of my favorite sort of motorsport type movies. Obviously, the acting's fantastic. It's just a great race all around. Great suspense. Great telling of the story too, between the rivalry back in the 60s. So if you haven't watched Ford v Ferrari, make sure you do at some point. It's an excellent recommendation. And yeah, it's just great to have this memorial race for the release of the Mustang recently, which is a really good addition to ACC. Very interesting car. It's a bit like the Lexus, where it's got the grunt in the straights, and it's got the boaty characteristics of the Bentley a little bit. It's quite an interesting car to drive. I've only driven it a little bit myself, so not too. I haven't driven it too much to have a full grasp of how it works. But one person who does have a good understanding of the Mustang is Braxstad in P1, who again is he's just got that car dialed in. He's doing everything he needs to do, and holding P1. He's nearly got a 30-second gap to P2. So as you can see, Stephen Hood in the background there, he has lapped Stephen Hood, who's in P11 actually. He's now gained 10 positions, and I think he is gaining on Ballant in P10. So there may be a battle for P10 coming very, very soon if Stephen can wrestle that Mustang any closer. But yeah, it looks like the Fords are going to win in terms of P1 track position. Um, the Ford v Ferrari, the Ford will win, just like in the movie, of course. Peter Romeo, Days of Thunder, 4 v Ferrari, yeah. The best car racing movie of all time. Yep, much agreed with you there, Peter. Oh no, as I've just seen, Hayden Sweet has been given a drive-through. I'm going to, that's going to be for track limits. He's been running such a good race. And he's solidified himself in the top 10, but he's going to have to give it up to serve the drive-through in the next 3 laps. Commiserations, Hayden. You run a fantastic race, and I don't think it was commentator's curse. I hope not. If it's not, I didn't curse you, I swear. um, but yeah, he's gonna have to serve that, and that's gonna knock him out of the. It's gonna put him in 10th, maybe 11th. It's gonna put him right in the Ballant Stephen Hood area. Potentially, I think he's gonna lose about 25 seconds. Yes, it's probably gonna put him in P11. That is so unfortunate. He's been running a fantastic race. But the one thing that's going to give Mike P8, which he has been searching for a while, as Hayden is going to immediately run in and serve that drive-through. Hopefully he does not. Oh, that was close. Okay, Hayden, you're really playing chicken with the wall there. Fair play to you. Hopefully you do not get a stuck go 30 from that, because that looked close. No, of course, Hayden, you're going to get a stuck go 30, aren't you? And if you do, you're going to shoot me. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, that's my fault. I've cursed you now. That's unfortunate for Hayden. That's going to be his race over. He isn't going to be way down the order. He's probably going to be like P13. And everyone in chat, I did not commentate or curse him. Just putting that out there. That was not my fault. And if you say it is, you're wrong. I'm joking. Doesn't matter. Uh, he'll be fine with it. But yeah, that's going to be his race over. He's going to be in P13 minimum after he serves that stop go 30. Stephen Hood is closing in on Ballant. He's about 2 seconds. Obviously, Hayden is in the middle of them, but he will be going in to serve that stop go 30 in the next 3 laps. I imagine he will do it immediately to get the penalty removed. So that will free Stephen Hood up to chase again, but he's about 2 seconds back from Ballant now. He was 3 a couple of laps ago, so at the current pace he's running, he's well in the hunt for P9 now. He's going to be in the top 10. Well, that's Bakiri getting out of the way for blue flags. He is down to P14. Sorry, yeah. Stephen Hood is. He's 0.7 behind Hayden, but there's Hayden going into service stop go. I'm not going to look at him this time. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to follow these 2 cars. where Stephen Hood, he's under the 2 second mark now, so he is reeling in Ballon a few tenths a lap at this point, so it's going to be close at the end to see if he can take P9 off him. But it looks like up the field, it looks like there's going to be no contention for a lot of these places in the top 10 anymore. Assuming nothing happens, the gaps are quite large for a lot of these cars. So yeah, a lot of them in the top 10 are like 20 seconds gap, or like 7 seconds between P5 and P6, for example. P2 and P3, there's about 3.7 seconds difference. But it looks like Galamini has got the better of Scuotto throughout the course of this race. Stephen Hood is almost under the second mark now. Coming up to the last 10 minutes of this race. He is 1.1 behind. He's already in the top 10, but he will be looking for a P9. That will give him 12 net positions gained by the end of the race. As Ballon goes wide a little bit, that's going to be good for Stephen. He's going to be eyeing that up. He's now under 1 second behind now. Opening the DRS. No, we're joking. Terrible joke. This is not Formula 1. Stephen is less than a second now behind him. He's going to be reeling them in down this straight towards Brooklands. We're probably going to be looking at another 5 laps maximum in this race. So 5 laps for people to do what they need to do. And Hayden has come out P12. He's actually come out ahead of where I thought he would. But he is 25 seconds behind George Stevens. So I don't think he will be able to get back towards the top 10 unless a miracle happens. As Ballon now has Hood about half a second back now. So this is going to get very spicy very quickly. Julius, lovely to see Mustang and P1. I agree. The Ferrari has been the meta car for too long, in my opinion. It and the McLaren have always been the meta cars for the last little while, so it's good to see the Ferrari get knocked off its perch a little bit with a Mustang. But it looks like Steven ran a little bit wide there, but he's still holding it in around about half a second now. Still holding that gap, which is good. Yeah, we're about 8 minutes from the end of the race. And sorry if I'm just rambling and talking absolute rubbish now. But yeah, unfortunately, it's got to the point now in the race where there is not many battles to be watching. Except, well, to be fair, this one is unfolding before our eyes. But other than that, a lot of these positions look to be solidified, assuming nothing changes. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a Mustang P1, and then the rest of the top 5 will be followed up in Ferraris. And then we have Chang and Mark in the Mustangs in P6 and 7. Mac and Ballon, P8 and P9 in the Ferraris, and Hood in P10 in the Mustang. Awesome, Julius. Nice to see you join the giveaway. I will mention it again in a few minutes for anyone new who's joined. You have 7 minutes to enter, but we are giving away 3 codes for Le Mans Ultimate. I promised this last time I'm going to mention it. 2 will be given to people in the chat by entering the giveaway in either Twitch or YouTube by doing !giveaway. One driver from the race tonight will also receive a code for LMU as far as I'm aware. That will be all handled at the end of the race. Our lovely Hayden will join me in the comments box to go over the giveaway once the race is finished. So stick around if you've entered especially, and see if you may win a code for a free game, and who doesn't love that? But yes, I will not mention that again because I think I mentioned it 3 times already. And probably sick to death of hearing me say it, so I will. Hopefully everyone in the chat has entered. Love to see a good couple of people win. Oh, Julius, nice to see Hood back on track. Haven't seen him for a while. He's running a great race. He was doing a last to first, and then he was doing a pit lane pit lane the first race, and he's now in the top 10 and looking down the barrel of P9 from the Ferrari that we're watching now, as it's the only real battles happening on track. So we're gonna follow that. Woes 888, nice for joining the giveaway. Like I say, will be handled at the end of the race, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, as to be fair, the Ferrari build is holding Stephen at arm's length for the meantime. There is a couple of laps left to go, so we'll wait to see if Stephen has anything left in the locker to attack with. Maybe just biding his time to find an opportunity, or if Ballant makes a mistake, he will be there to capitalize on it, as he is only 3-4 tenths behind him now. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Yeah, yeah, not too much going on at the moment. Yeah, so it looks like, where is Braxad on the track? He is coming around Stowe Corner. So there is probably going to be 2 more laps after this. Oh, Stephen Hood has went for the move. Side by side into Stowe, and he's going to make a stick. The second I look away, he goes for the lunge, and he's made it work. Excellent move by Stephen Hood. Goes up to P9. Ballant very close to losing the rear end of that Ferrari on the grass. Good job to keep it on the straight and narrow. The race isn't over yet for him, though. He's only half a second back. Has still a couple of laps to get that position back if he can. At the moment, it looks like that Mustang has the pace. Again, we're not going to count them out just yet. Oh, as Ballant has a half look there down the inside and almost makes a stick, but Stephen just had the better of him there. He had his number in that corner. Yeah, I believe this is the penultimate lap of the race, as Braxton is about to start it. Yep, he's about to start. He's starting the second last lap of the race. So 2 laps to go, and Ballant is who cannot shake Ballant. It's going to come down to the last lap. Julius, I'm most amazed that Hayden is still in the race. Unfortunately for Hayden, he was with Mac up in P7, or sorry, P8 he was. And then he got a drive-through, and then he then got a stop go 30, which may have been commentator's curse. So, unfortunately for Hayden, he has. Oh, Ballant has went wide there at Maggots. It looks like he's controlled the car though. He has indeed. He's kept the car under control. We've already lost 2 Ferraris to the Maggots corner this evening. Mark, thank you for joining the giveaway. Stay tuned for the end of the race to see if you are a winner. Peter, sometimes you lose, sometimes others win. Yeah, that's true. It just happens. Oh no, his Ballant now has a drive-through. Oh, that is so unfortunate. He's done so well all race. He's going to end up with a drive-through. That is maybe going to play into George Stevens' hands, as he's about 30 seconds behind him. I'm not sure how long it's going to cost him in the drive-through box. Let's have a look. It's going to cost about 28 seconds. 25 to 28 seconds, potentially. Emirius, what is in the giveaway? There is a couple of codes for Le Mans Ultimate. It is a sim racing game like ACC, if you haven't seen. I believe there's 2 of them for the community and 1 for one of the drivers in the race. So make sure you're entered in that. I believe it's the base game, yeah. So make sure you're entered into that if you haven't already by doing an exclamation mark giveaway. Obviously, in the next 5 minutes, we'll be dealing with that. As we've also now just heard there, last lap for the leader. Will Skip already have LMU. Yeah, fair enough. You may get a second copy to give to a friend. You never know if you want to enter it. Anyway, always worth it. Always worth the try, I suppose. As we see Bal coming into the box now to serve his drive-through as he followed the leader on his last lap. There's no other battles happening on track at the moment. So we're just going to follow the leader and see what happens for him in this last lap. I do not have friends. Oh, you're part of the Togo community. Of course you have friends. You're part of our community. You've got, what, how many members we got in the Discord? A couple of thousand? I'm probably actually underestimating that. Probably a lot more than that. Let me check. In the Discord, there's 2.4 thousand members nearly, so you've plenty of friends there. Don't you worry, Amirius. Same boat, mate. All the difference that I don't have LMU. Well, yeah, sure, you might win a copy. We'll give Toga members bigger chance. Fair enough. Very humble of you. But sure, stick around, see who wins anyway. Yeah, so if you're part of the Toga community, you've got many friends, so no need to worry on that front. Everyone in the community is very friendly and always happy to help with anything people may or may not need. So as we see, Samuel Brackstad is coming round Brooklands for the final time in this race. He has played an absolute blinder. Oh, hang on a minute. What's just happened there? Yalvo has got P4. Oh, Chug is in the box. Did he have a drive-through? Hang on a minute. Oh, he didn't have enough fuel to finish the race. He had to stop for fuel. Yalvo's got P4. Sorry, just taking away from that. Samuel Brackstad has crossed the line and he is the winner of the race. He has won in a comfortable margin. Hang on a minute. There's a battle. P2 might not be finished yet as Scioto has somehow clawed it all the way back. And he may be looking at the inside, up through left field towards the line. It looks like he's not quite got it. I think he... Oh, they're both coming up. They must be friends. A part of the race are coming together second and third. That must be what's happening. Great sportsmanship from the pair of them. They are going to take the other two podium spots of second and third. Well done to the pair of yous. Yalvo has just snuck P4 from under everyone. Unfortunately, to Cheng, it looks like he didn't have enough fuel. He was stopped for only 6 seconds. So he must have had the splash and dash for the end of the race. He must have just not put in quite enough fuel. As a few of the back markers now have crossed the line as well. Yalvo, who has got P4, who's driven a stellar race, is coming round the last couple of corners now. Amirius, I love it here. Thank you, Toga. You're very welcome, man. You know, it's a great community, so enjoy it. Peter, congrats, Samuel, a flawless drive as usual. Yeah, he did a stellar drive from Samuel. As Yalvo is crossing the line for P4 and Cheng is right behind him for P5. Excellent racing, everyone. I think that's everyone across the line now. As I believe there is.
Evening, mate.
A friend has joined. Hello.
How's it going, mate?
Yeah, pretty good. That was an interesting one. I'm going to apologise to you.
Did you commentate as curse?
Yeah, I did, yeah. I commentator's curse your stop go.
Thanks for that.
I saw you get the drive through, and then I was like, I saw you dive into the box. I was like, oh, I wonder if he got a stop go from that.
I must have been so close as well.
Yeah, it did look close, and you were playing chicken with the wall as well.
Yeah, I was not a happy boy. I was not a happy boy.
You and Mike had a good race as well. That was good fun to watch.
Yeah, I can't believe he's beat me, and George has beat me. I'm more fuming about that, to be honest. Right, happy for me to draw the winner of the code.
Yeah, I think quite a few people have joined the giveaway, so
I can see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 30 seconds.
Can you turn up Hayden, please? Hopefully that is enough.
Sorry, it might be me. I might be a bit far away as well.
Oh, hang on. You might be too loud now. Let me turn you down to normal volume. End up blowing people's ears out. Hopefully that's a bit better. If not, just let me know and I will put them up again.
Right, there we go. Oh no, that's the wrong one.
Ah,
Give me a
nice.
sec. Well, it's a good race, nevertheless. But anyway, it was a good race.
It was a very good race. Towards the end, most people were pretty spread out, but it was a great race nonetheless.
Right.
Mank, how did it go? Yeah, it was pretty good. Some good racing between 4v Ferrari. It's quite interesting to see the difference in how the cars drive on track.
It was
Uh,
so hard in the first stint. I couldn't catch up with the two Mustangs ahead of me.
oh
But
yes.
in the tricky section, I was very close.
Mhm.
And then in the fast high speed stuff, they were just gone. And it was like, it was just literally one after the other where I just couldn't get past them.
Yeah, the second they got on the straight, there was so much grunt you can't keep up.
Yeah, exactly. Right, draw the winner. Reese has won the copy of Le Mans Ultimate.
Of course he has.
So there
Well,
we go, Reese.
very well done, race. Excellent stuff. Love to see it.
So yeah, basically, so what we're doing is that obviously we've given away one copy of the Le Mans Ultimate game. That'll be Le Mans Ultimate. Sorry, that's going to Reese. The winner, I'm not sure who the winner was. Sam Brackstad will receive a copy if he's not already got it. It'll go to P2, P3, P4, etc. And then basically, whoever raced in this race today. We will do a giveaway for those people, and then give away the third copy. So yeah, massive shout out to Motorsport Games, absolute legends, for giving us 3 codes to give away in today's race. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's awesome stuff. Well done, everyone, and congrats to the winner, or the winners, sorry, multiple winners.
Multiple winners, exactly.
Excellent stuff. Love to
So
see
yeah,
it.
I'll let you wrap up. Sorry, I'll let you wrap up. And
Yeah, no
I
worries.
should say, just sort of from us, thank you so much, Barry, for doing the comms solo tonight, mate. A 90-minute stint is quite a hefty stint to do solo. So if we could just send Barry our love, guys, in the chats, if you're still watching, just send it some love hearts or congratulations to Barry, because
No.
it's not easy doing a stint on your own.
Oh, it was good fun. I'm pretty sure everyone was sick of me just rambling on about random crap for half of it.
That was makes you a good commentator, mate. So get used to it.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. That was a good blast, good fun.
Amazing.
You know,
Right, I'll let you crack on, and I'll switch you in a minute.
yeah, man. See you in a bit.
In a bit.
Um, yeah, there we go. What a race. Good stuff, everyone. I think I don't know over it. We'll maybe see if anyone wants to have a little chat at the end. Any of the drivers. Maybe have one or two if you just want to chat. Come and say hello, and then we'll wrap it up from there. I'll give it till 20 past, and if no one comes in to chat, I will just wrap up the stream. So. But yeah, that was a great race, and congratulations to Samuel for a key to Le Mans Ultimate, and obviously to Reese, who has scabbed a win at Le Mans Ultimate. Now, we're joking. Congratulations, Reese, to both of you, and obviously, as Hayden said, there will be a giveaway for all the drivers in the grid to also win a copy, so don't worry about that. Oh, we have someone. It's Mac. Hello, Mac. Let's say hello to Mac. Hello, Mac.
Hello.
That was a great race.
I really enjoyed it. It was surprising for me. I didn't expect to be P6 in qualifying, so yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you had a really stellar race. I was watching. I just spent the entire for I think a good 20 minutes just watching you and Hayden fight it out.
He was faster, and you know what? It was an absolute genius move going when the Mustang went as well. I couldn't do anything to defend him, but I was catching him near the pit stops,
Yeah.
and I thought, and I was down to 2 laps of fuel, and I'm like, I need to pit. I just need to pit, and then yeah, I'm unlucky for him. He ended up with a drive-through, and then he got his stop go 30, and
Yeah, that may be my fault. I may have cursed him.
well, it is what it is. And then don't get me wrong. I was doing a little dance in my seat when I saw the drive-through coming through.
I was thinking to
Oh,
myself, these two are probably saying some unsavory words to each other, telling them tell each other to mess up so they can get past.
playing mate. He didn't actually flash, and if he did flash, it was like once. I
Hey,
thought,
he did flash once. I caught it on
did
the
he?
stream. He just I think it was
Yeah.
just to let you know that he was right behind
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Like I couldn't see the car behind me and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, it was a good race, and you know, well done to Samuel and everyone else.
Yeah, no, it was a great race. It was great. It was good to watch, and you had some great pace there at some points. I think whenever you were battling Hayden, I think there was points where he was a little bit faster. There was points where you were a little bit faster. It just kept
Yeah,
sort of coming back to each other.
it was because I was catching him at some points, and then the next couple of laps he'd be getting away from me, and I'm like, oh, I'm just not going to get close enough to try and get past him again. And then before he got his drive through, we're actually catching P7, was it?
Yes, the Mustang.
The
Yeah, yeah.
Mustang, we're actually catching him, and I'm like, oh, this could be good if they two start fighting. I could maybe
He
nick two
was
places.
he was
But
about a
yeah,
second behind the Mustang as well when he got the drive through, and,
yeah,
and you were about a
yeah,
second behind him, so it was starting to
yeah.
get spicy.
Yeah, no, it was great, and as Hayden said, amazing comms tonight. Like, I've been listening to the full stream, so
Oh, you probably listened to
um,
me just waffle on for the last
yeah,
two.
well, that's what commentators do. They waffle.
Oh,
Like if
sure,
everybody's
half of it,
talking about
sure half it was
talk about
nonsense.
nothing. Well, so no, yeah, kudos, well done, outstanding. I am going to go and let you wrap up so you can go and watch what's left of the F1.
Oh, it's already finished.
Oh, is it?
I tried to have glances at it during the stream, but I only saw little bits and pieces, and it looked chaotic as hell. So
Oh
I'm
well,
gonna have to catch up on that.
yeah,
But yeah,
good,
no, great race, and sure,
good.
enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you very much, Barry. Take care.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Bye. Alrighty. I think we're just gonna. There's nobody else in the waiting room, so we're just gonna wrap up there. Um, thank you very much, Peter. I very much appreciate that. Probably just a bunch of waffle, but sure, as long as everyone enjoyed it, that is the main thing. Just make sure you give the stream a like and sub to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm going to wrap up there. And from me, thank you everyone for joining. Thanks to the drivers for putting on a great race. Congratulations to the winners of the LMU codes. It was an amazing giveaway sponsored to us. And yeah, have a great evening. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye.